Hi guys, it's Stock Curry, and we continue to make money as the market crashes. In today's video, I'm giving you all of the market news that you need to know for Wednesday, plus the 5 stocks I found that are rising. These are the best stocks to buy now, so let's get into it! Alright, let's start with our market news, then I'm going to show you the trades we did today and the money we made, then I'm going to give you some stocks to buy for tomorrow. Oil initially rose to a high of $132 a barrel this morning when it was announced that Biden would ban Russian oil on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. With 8% of the United States oil coming from Russia last year, it's no wonder oil prices rose 8% on that news. That also sent the stock market down, with the NASDAQ down 1.5% at its low. That officially put the NASDAQ in bear market territory and caused analysts to predict the S&P 500 will drop another 4% from here. Then, the European Union announced that they would be cutting reliance on Russian oil, although due to their high reliance on Russian oil, they gave a much slower timeline. The European Union plans to cut reliance on Russian oil by 2/3 through the end of this year. In response to the new US and EU sanctions, Russia announced that they would ban exports on certain commodities and raw materials. They did not specify which commodities or raw materials, however, nor did they specify a timeline. Putin said he would give the Russian cabinet 2 days to come up with a list of countries to subject to the ban. Possible commodities Russia exports that could be included in the ban include oil, gas, aluminum, nickel, and palladium. That caused nickel prices to double to a record $100,000 a ton. The London Metal Exchange had to halt trading to prevent nickel from rising higher. It was too late for some traders, though. Chinese nickel titan Tsingshan lost $8 billion when the price spiked. It was actually Tsingshan rushing to buy back short positions on nickel contracts that caused the price to skyrocket. As Tsingshan started getting margin calls, they started buying back their short positions. That caused a short squeeze on nickel, which is why the price rose so much on Tuesday. Keep in mind that futures contracts on commodities can be leveraged as much as 100 times cash on hand. Then, President Biden started speaking, and he banned Russian oil as expected, but he also said he would give companies 45 days to wind down existing contracts for Russian energy supplies. He also talked about releasing more oil from the strategic oil reserves if necessary. President Biden is already committed to releasing 90 million barrels of oil from these strategic oil reserves. The United States uses about 20 million barrels per day, so that equates to about 4.5 days worth of oil consumption. As soon as President Biden finished speaking, the markets began to skyrocket upward, with the NASDAQ rising 4% in less than an hour. That was one of the most volatile moves in the history of the NASDAQ. The markets then paired those gains and finished the day in the red. In other news, it was announced that the United States saw the highest trade deficit on record in January, with a trade deficit of $89.7 billion. Economists expect the Ukraine war to make that trade deficit even worse in the coming months. Keep in mind that on Thursday, we have the CPI inflation numbers coming out. Economists expect February's inflation to have risen 7.8% year over year. Also keep in mind that the high oil and gas prices that we've seen over the past week will not be reflected in Thursday's numbers, since the spike in oil, gas, wheat, and other commodities didn't start rising until March. Also keep in mind that as more and more U.S. companies pull out of Russia, that will result in lower revenues and lower profits for those companies. That in turn will hurt earnings, which will put a downward pressure on stock prices and possibly the overall market. Now, it wasn't all bad news today. A lot of people in our Discord made a lot of money. So I'm going to go over the trades that we made today, and then I'm going to show you some stocks to buy tomorrow. First of all, we continue to hold the QQQ put option that we bought yesterday, and we are currently up 12% on that option. QQQ remains bearish and has support levels at $317 and $299. Depending upon how the CPI inflation numbers come out Thursday, that will decide whether we sell or continue to hold. We also continue to hold the CHPT vertical credit bull put spread that we bought yesterday, and we are currently up over 22% on this option. CHPT remains bullish on the technicals, and while some EV stocks are struggling due to concerns about higher raw material costs such as nickel and deteriorating relations with China, EV charging station stocks continue to rise. Now, CHPT has resistance levels at $18, $19, and $21. At the current rate of rise, I would not be surprised to see CHPT reach $19 by the end of this week, although it may get stuck at $18. Keep in mind that CHPT is also heavily shorted, with utilization at 100%. That means every share available to borrow has already been borrowed by short sellers, so it's impossible for short sellers to provide any more downward pressure without relying upon illegal naked shorting and synthetic share tactics. So as CHPT continues to rise, the chances of a short squeeze on CHPT get better and better. The average days on loan is 47, so the average price short sellers shorted the stock at was around $19. As the price of CHPT rises above $19, short sellers will start to lose money on their positions, which may cause them to cover, which could push the price of CHPT even higher. If enough short sellers cover, that could trigger a short squeeze, and if that happens, we could see CHPT rise to $26 or more. Now, I didn't hold everything today. At the market open, I sold the OXY call that I bought on Monday for a 21% profit. By the way, if you want to know everything I buy and sell within minutes of making the trade, I post all of my trades on Twitter free of charge. You can follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/realscottcurry. That's twitter.com/realscottcurry. Now, I also opened a CVX put option on Tuesday. My thought here is that all of the negative news that's causing oil to go higher is pretty much priced in at this point. The only thing that could cause oil prices to go higher is if Russia bans oil exports immediately rather than give the US and EU time to transition. It's possible that happens on Thursday when Putin announces which commodities are banned and which countries are included in that ban. If Russia doesn't ban oil right away, though, then I would expect oil prices to fall over the next few weeks. Keep in mind that commodity prices tend to rise much higher than they should due to leverage used by futures traders. When commodity prices fall back down, they often fall just as fast as they went up. So it's possible that CVX could fall back down to $140 over the next 2 weeks. There is risk with this play, though, because CVX could also skyrocket to $200 if Russia bans oil exports immediately on Thursday. Now, in a prior video, I discussed how WBA was at a very strong support level going back 22 years. Combined with the golden cross on the MACD, WBA was showing strong signs of rebounding. Poetic Prince used that information to make a 50% profit on WBA with a call option. It makes me so happy to see you guys using the information in these videos to make money. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell icon, and click all so that you can get notified when I release my videos. We are making a killing right now, and you do not want to miss these plays. Of course, the news cycle is moving fast, so I can't give you all of the information in the videos. In order to provide you with the most up-to-date information, I post market updates and trade alerts in the VIP Discord. Tuesday morning, I posted a trade alert on oil stocks, and CL used that information to make $300 in minutes. So congratulations, CL, I'm proud of you. If you want to make profits like this and find out about trades before the trades are filled and posted on Twitter, you can join the VIP Discord. In the VIP Discord, I post all of my trades before the trades are filled. I also discuss what I'm going to buy before the orders are placed. I also coach you and provide analysis on your own trades so that you can profit too. If you want to know what I'm buying and selling before the orders are placed so that you can get in on these trades too, then come join the VIP Discord where we are profiting day and night. You can sign up at stockcurry.vip/coaching. That's stockcurry.vip/coaching. Now that's what we did today. Let's discuss some stocks to buy tomorrow. The first stock you might want to consider buying tomorrow is EVGO. This is EVGO, and they're the #1 fast charging station company in North America. EVGO is rising and is 100% bullish on the technicals. As the price of oil continues to rise and countries rush to adopt renewable energy in an effort to diminish the reliance on Russian oil and gas, charging station stocks are skyrocketing. EVGO is better than CHPT technically because the candles are above all of the EMAs. In my mind, EVGO is the best charging station stock to buy for a long-term hold. Keep in mind that just as recently as November, EVGO was trading at $19 per share. So there is plenty of upside potential for this stock. I wouldn't go all in though. Since we're still in a bear market, I would dollar cost average in just in case EVGO dips a little. The next stock to consider buying on Wednesday is GM. Now technically GM is a falling knife, but it is oversold on the RSI and the MACD is at the lowest it's been since March 2020. It's also at a strong support level that goes back 11 years, all the way back to 2011. So it looks like GM might be nearing a bottom, at least in the short term. Fundamentally, GM is very cheap with a PE ratio of 5.73. GM is also expected to become the world's second largest EV manufacturer by 2030, and since they're already in Europe, and Europe is fast-tracking their transition to EVs in order to get off of Russian oil, GM could benefit significantly. So GM is both a deep value play and a growth stock. This would make a great long-term hold. This could also be a good swing trade and a call option candidate if GM does in fact bounce off of support here. GM is down 40% from its high, so there is a lot of upside potential on this one. GM also pays a dividend with a current dividend yield of just shy of 2%. Just be mindful that the technicals are still bearish, so I would dollar cost average in here so you can lower your cost basis if GM continues to fall. And if you're looking for GM as a short-term play or a possible call option, I would wait to make sure we have confirmation of a rebound before buying in. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what you're buying on Wednesday. And I just want to remind you that Webull is having their best promotion ever this month. When you sign up using my link in the description below and deposit just $1, Webull's going to give you 5 free stocks worth up to $9,600. They also give you $5 in free crypto when you make your first crypto trade. So if you want to get 5 free stocks worth up to $9,600, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. Just don't forget to deposit at least $1 by the end of this month. Also, if you're not a U.S. resident or if you're looking to trade OTC penny stocks, then I recommend Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is a highly discounted trading platform. Trades start at just $1 US, $1 Canadian dollar, 4 euros, or 6 Australian dollars, depending upon where you live. And both Webull and Interactive Brokers both offer the full pre-market and after-hours trading from 4 a.m. until 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, I do want to remind you that I have material connections with both of those, so whenever you sign up for either one, not only are you getting a great broker to trade with, you're also helping me to continue to produce these great videos for you. Now finally, I want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.